my god. Oh my god. What the f? Where's this officer? Holy shit.
In Miami, on a jammed exit from Highway 826 East, that man is being chased by police.
No way. Where are the cop cars?
There's an officer, and he's not running very well.
Oh my god. Like, you really do not want to be caught. You are dead ass.
The pickup driver says, "Come on, hop in."
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That did not just happen. No. Oh my god, no way.
And down the hill they go. Police say they eventually caught the suspect. They report the man had been trying to stop drivers and take their cars. Hello everybody, I'm David Shuster and thanks for joining us. This incident from the fall of 2021 is now one of the most viral police chase videos in years, and for good reason. It's not often that you see an alleged bad guy running down a highway exit being pursued on that same highway exit by a police officer on foot. Police say the officer initially got out of his cruiser to try to talk to and apprehend the man when the man took off. And because the roadway was jammed, this officer decided to leave his cruiser and try to catch the man by running after him. Running is being generous. This officer looked exhausted, and one can imagine the police officer might have been humiliated had it not been for the friendly pickup truck driver who volunteered to help. In any case, this video has raised a lot of questions for viewers, including, if a police officer ever asks you to stop and give him or her a lift, are you required to help? The answer is, it depends. First of all, there's nothing that blocks a cop from asking you for your help. And if a police officer stops and shows you his or her proper identification, like a badge, many states have laws that obligate you to provide assistance. And if that assistance means driving the police officer in pursuit of a suspect, so be it. But again, the officer would first have to stop and show you his identification. Now, what about a situation like those scenes in the movies, where a police officer tries to commandeer your vehicle by ordering you to get out? Well, the U.S. Constitution generally prevents law enforcement from taking your property without either your consent or a warrant. However, there's an old law in the United States called posse comitatus. The law goes back to the days when police didn't have the resources to fight crime and therefore relied on help from the public and could order that help. In more modern times, the Supreme Court has ruled that in dire situations, law enforcement can use posse comitatus to commandeer a vehicle, but dire means a situation where the police have no other reasonable options. And thanks to potential liability issues, the chances are slim these days that a police officer will commandeer your vehicle or any other mode of transportation. After all, a civilian vehicle lacks the sirens that would alert other drivers and pedestrians about the police chase. And the dangerous consequences and liability of using a commandeered vehicle makes the cops generally avoid that option. However, if you ever see a citizen helping out an out-of-shape police officer running down a street or highway, keep your cameras rolling and ham it up with the narration. It is video gold.
No way! Where are the cop cars? Oh my god!